Part 2. Our nightmare continues. I was 7 months a mother, the day they killed us. Loy Harrison, my husband's employer, and the man who posted his bail, smiled wickedly as if he'd already decided our fate. He said he was taking us home. I got in the car because I couldn't survive the look on everyone's face if I said no. May reached for my hand from the back seat. No words were exchanged between us. We held on, knowing our trembling hands were the only things was still ours. We arrived at Moore's Ford Bridge over the Appalachie River in Walton County, Georgia. The trees were parted, and we recognized the familiar faces. There were white men who wore no hoods. They were our town neighbors. One sold Roger seeds months earlier. Another had tipped his hat to me walking from the general store. One white man stared at me as if I were nothing more than a dog he could kick. That's when I felt it. The first true contraction of fear. Not for me, but for the life inside me that had already learned the sound of its mother's terror. They dragged Roger from the car, then they took George. I heard the first sick crunch of metal on bones. May's hand was ripped from mine. Then they came for me. I didn't fight. I went to my knees. It was instinct. I wrapped my arms around my stomach, making a cradle for my baby. I looked up at the white man standing over me. "Please," I said. "It's a baby." He didn't sneer or shout. His voice was calm, almost casual, like he was talking about the weather. Then he pressed the barrel of his pistol against the curve of my stomach and yelled, "There is no baby." The metal was warm from the sun. I felt my baby kick, one last frantic push against the cold circle of the gun. What I remember most isn't the shot, but the emptiness in that white man's eyes. This wasn't just the killing of a pregnant woman. It was the execution of a future they feared. And they made sure that an unborn bundle of joy would never breathe. I am Dorothy Malcolm, Roger's Malcolm wife. Stay tuned for part 3. It gets worse.